Hello, this part of the site is called Tech to the Rescue. I've included a couple websites or applications that you can use to help support your English language learners. The first one is Google Translate. I know most of us are familiar with Google Translate. You type in what you want translated, and then you select the language, and it appears in that language. The one thing I want to include, though, is that if you download it on an iPhone or an iPad, you can have it connected to your camera. So this would be helpful if a child is given English text, maybe a word problem. They could take a picture of the word problem, highlight it, and translate it into Spanish. Or maybe they are pretty good at reading English and they expanded their English vocabulary, but every once in a while that child comes across a word that they don't know in English. They could scan that word and translate it into Spanish or whatever their native language may be. I know many teachers, or some teachers, aren't familiar with the camera portion of Google Translate, so I wanted to include that. Another app that I included was iTranslate. This is a free app. There are extensions that cost more, but it's free to begin with. There are 90 different languages available in iTranslate. There is text translation, speech recognition, bilingual dictionaries, which I'm a fan of. And if you scroll down, you can see the different languages and what's offered in text to speech or in voice recognition. Just a lot of different things available on this website. And this is what it would look like once you put it on your phone. Nice little demo there. Okay, or on your iPad. Doesn't have to be on phone, it could be on iPad. All right, the next one is Duolingo. I personally have been using Duolingo to try to improve in my Spanish. And as you can see, I am still in the basics. And this is really nice because you can register a student. It's free. You need an email address. Most schools have email addresses that the students can have. It gives you a little placement test to see what you know and what you need to learn. And then it sets you up with little daily lessons that you can just click on. And maybe you need to redo a lesson.
Adiós, México.
And it provides you with little activities that you can do. Okay, let's move on. What I do like about Duolingo is for older students, 4th, 5th grade and up, it is something that they can, if they have some free time or they can put it on their own phone, they can work on it on their own. So that's always nice. Okay. And then down here, I just have another article about Duolingo. Rewordify. Rewordify is more for the teacher to use. It's a website that can adjust the language of your text. So I have saved a somewhat difficult text from Beauty and the Beast, and I'm going to rewordify it. And the highlighted words are the ones that they kind of suspect the child might struggle with. Or they might change the highlighted words. They might put something else in parentheses to help explain it. And you can adjust this for different students by clicking on Stats and View and change the level. And then you can see this one was put to the easiest, where I'm changing 5 words. I could change it to make it a little harder. And so it's a little more challenging now. They've only changed one of the words. This also comes with some learning activities to go along with the passage if it's something that you want to build on and include in your lesson. Identifying parts of speech in different colors. That can be very helpful for English language learners. for recognizing the different parts of speech. And like I said, different activities that you can do. Okay. The final thing that I've included is something that I actually made in a previous class. And it's a resource guide that I created with a lot of different apps. Now, I did K through 5th grade, and I included 3 websites or applications that I felt might be helpful for English language learners. This is included in here. Feel free, not all of them are free, but feel free to look around, download some on your iPad, introduce them to kids. Let me know what you think. But this is just a nice little booklet that I put together that I think would be helpful if it was being used and shared more often. So that's on the website as well. Okay, so that's the end of what I've included in the video portion of my tech resources, or rather, Tech to the Rescue. And of course, I'll continue to add technology and applications as I find them and discover them. But for now, that's all I have. Thank you very much for your time.